Today we're going to discuss about the gene flow, genetic drift or Sewall Wright effect and mutation in mechanism of evolution in evolution. First we will discuss about the gene flow. The movements of genes through gametes or movement of individuals in and out of the population is referred to as gene flow. How the genes will flow? With the movements of gametes or the movements of the individual in and out. So if they come in, that is if an genes move inside the place. So they, for example, so in your local area, the genes are rotating to the particular area. So that is called immigration. So inside, immigration means inside our country. So we are moving from one district to another district, one state to another state. That is called emigration. Emigration means outside the country. So what happened during this period, that is now it is a corona period, that is what happened, most of the people are in abroads during the lockdown. What happened? They had come to our country. So that is called emigration. So from the outside we have, that is the people has come, and some of the people were working inside our country in different states. So they had come to the native place. That is called immigration. So emigration is from outer and immigration inside. So that like that the genes will be flow in and out in between the individuals or through gametes in a population. That is called gene flow. The organisms and the gametes that enter the population may have new alleles or may bring in existing alleles, but in different proportions than those already in the populations. So the organisms and the organisms and the gametes which enter into a population, so they have new alleles also. So they can bring in existing, the new alleles can be can bring in the alleles which is present already in the population. So there is an proportion also. So than those already in the population. So the new alleles have some special characters. They have been invaded in the particular population where already the existing alleles. So that is also one type of gene flow. So the gene flow can be a strong agent of evolution. So the gene flow, it is an agent, that is it is a very strong agent to see the evolution. So when new alleles come and join with the existing alleles, a new character can be arise now. So what happened, the corona? Now the corona, what has taken place in Wuhan is different when it is compared to when it was distributed throughout the world. So it has various types of genes. It got mutated. So that is also that is because of that the genes are acting as a strong agent of evolution. So and you can see here the migration, and that is migration and emigration. You can see that is the gene flow, how it takes place in the buds. So AA, that is dominant one. So it is it is flowing, that is it is flowing. First dominant, another one dominant. It creates so here only to one set of capital A, and the next set is also capital A. Both are capital A. So they are crossed like that. And in the next one you are getting three types, the capital A. So and in the peak you are getting the same thing, capital A. When it was migrated to another country, there you can see the other alleles, that is this was a new one which is coming from outside, and it going to mix it with this type of alleles, that is small a. So like this the flow can be takes place. So like this the gene flow can be taken place, and due to this also you can get the evolution can be studied. So because of this only the gene flow is a strong agent for evolution. So next we move on to the genetic drift or Sewall Wright effect. So genetic drift is a mechanism of evolution in which alleles frequencies of a population change over generation due to the change, that is due to chance, sampling error. So mechanism of evolution, genetic drift plays an important role to govern the allele frequency in a particular population, which will be changed over to the generation after generation. So that change, the chance takes place in particular generation, that is called sampling error. Genetic drift occur in all population size, but its effects are stronger in small population. So, genetic drift takes place in small population and large population, but it's effectively seen in the small population only. It may result in a loss of some alleles and fixation of other alleles. So, loss of some alleles. So, what is the result means? So, it has some beneficial one also. So, the beneficial one will take place through the loss of some alleles and fixation of other alleles also. So, it can, that is, some alleles may be lost and some alleles may be formed due to this genetic drift. Genetic drifts can have major effects when the population is reduced in size by natural disaster due to bottleneck effect, or when a small group of population splits from the main population to form a new colony due to the founder's effect. So if there is any disaster, the disaster occur means the particular population will be reduced. That is called bottleneck effect. So for example, now the corona period, most of the people have been died. So the population size was decreasing, and this is also considered as a natural disaster. Okay, and when the small, that is due to that place, that is where the what happened in cities, the corona cases are high. That time what happened, the city people goes to the native villages. Okay, so that is called migration to, they have migrated into small groups and they have reaches their villages. That type is called founders effect, the native. So they are moving to the native place. The native is the founder place. So they had move on to there, and they form, some doesn't have anything. So they had find out a particular place which is good to live. So that is called founder effect. So bottle effect, due to natural disaster, that population will be reduced, and that is to divide the population and move into a small colony. Small colony was formed. That is called founder effect. You understand the differences between bottleneck effect and founder effect? So you can see the example. So due to the chance events, only these three beetles give rise to the offsprings. So you can see the frequency of capital A is 0.3 and the frequency of small a is 0.7. So this is in the first generation. Okay, first generation type. And in the next generation, you can see the frequency is of A is 0 and frequency of small a is 1. So this is the genetic drift. Okay, they had moved and they had given only that is the genetic drift. So bottleneck effect and the founder effect. Okay, so bottleneck effect shows the capital A was destroyed in the next generation and small a was found out. Okay, that is called genetic drift. Mutation. Another mutation is the original source of all genetic variations. So mutation rate for most organisms is low. So mutation, it is a sudden change. Okay, the original source of all genetic variation takes place due to mutation. So the mutation is in most of the organisms, the rate of mutation is very low. Hence, new mutation on an allele frequency from one generation to next is usually not larger. So due to that is the rate is very low. If the mutation transfer from one generation to another generation, that is, there is no large variation because The allele frequency is low. Okay. Hope you understand the topic. If you have any doubts, post your doubts in the comment box. If you want to watch the video in Tamil, I had given the link in the description box. You can go and watch it. Give a thumbs up, share and subscribe to Science Easy Tech channel.